Hey guys, it's your boy Alec coming back to you. Thanks for joining into the channel. This week's episode, today, we're going to be making some changes to the truck in regards to the wheels and tires. And I also have a little bit of a update for the black GMC because I have both trucks on the channel and we've been really heavy on the Ford content, and there's a reason for that. And I want to go over what's going on with the black GMC. Hopefully you guys really enjoyed the color match video from last week. I can kind of tell from the comments and that kind of stuff that overall everyone likes the color match as much as I do, which is really awesome to see. I'm really happy with it. All right, so if you guys have been watching the channel for a little bit, you know that these wheels and tires that I bought for the truck, I actually bought another set of tires for it because I knew that these things were pretty much toast. Now we have done a bunch of burnouts on it. You know, we got to show off that locker and the rear differential. And we are pretty much like almost racing slick flat. Like those things in Wisconsin wintertime, they're kind of dangerous to drive actually. So one thing that I picked up, actually when I bought these back in like September, was a set of these takeoff 20-inch. These are 275 55/20, and they're off a Ram. So these are like the factory tires off a Ram. They're Bridgestone dealer HLs. They're not an aggressive tire. This is not an aggressive truck. I'm not saying that these tires in the little aggressive sidewall look bad, but we're gonna be changing that out for these Bridgestones. And one thing that I want to talk about is the fact that these are 275 60/20, so they're even a little bit bigger than factory. And I am guessing that these are heavier as well. So you might see down here, I got a scale. The truck goes in tomorrow to get these tires thrown on, and we're also getting the AC system evacuated and getting the Freon pulled out of it. I've pulled apart trucks before where they have Freon in them, and of course there's plenty of reasons why I don't want to pull this thing apart with Freon in it, but I just don't like it spraying all over the place while I'm pulling stuff apart. And for us to pull the cab and install the twin turbos on this thing, we are going to have to disconnect the air conditioning system. So we're going to get that done, and we're going to get the new tires installed. So right now I'm going to weigh the 275 55 Bridgestones that we're going to throw on, and then when the truck is done and the tires get swapped out, we're going to weigh the old setup, and then we'll go do a draggy run and see what it ends up running for a time with what I think is a lighter tire. I will also say it's going to change the look a little bit. The truck won't have as good of a stance, I don't think, but we'll fix that in the future with a little bit more lowering because the truck is taller than I want it to be right now. So let's get a weight with just me, no tire. This thing fucking dead. God damn it. All right, I finally found some batteries. I should be about 195, 200.8. It's the Crocs. All right, now let's grab our tire here. 239.6, so let's call that 39 pounds. Alrighty, so our replacement tires are about 39 pounds. If I was 200 and it measured 239, easy math actually. So what we're going to do is we're going to get these puppies thrown on here, and then we're going to weigh the old ones, then we'll go do a draggy run, see how much of a difference it made, if any. Alrighty, so here we are out with the truck again. Alrighty guys, I'm scratching my head a little bit because I just weighed that tire. We got the other Bridgestones on the truck. Nice tread, look good. It's got a little less Bubba stance to it now. And the tire is actually like 2 pounds lighter. So this might not go to plan, as planned. Alrighty guys, here we are with the new tires on the truck. Same thing as always, 4-wheel drive, sport mode, advanced track off. Let's give her a little rip. Our air is a little bit worse today, so if it runs a similar time, then it's
30, 60. Quarter mile.
Alrighty, here's the truck back in the garage. We just got done with our draggy pull, and unfortunately, there's our old tire, there's our new tire. I say unfortunately because the new tire is actually 2 pounds heavier, which is really weird to me. I'm kind of surprised that this big old heavy looking mud tire, all-terrain, aggressive all-terrain is heavier than a highway tire. The one thing that these tires had going for them is that they are not LT tires, so not light truck tires. So they're still a standard load tire, but I will tell you the truck rides so much better and drives so much smoother on those tires compared to these things. Shook really bad. They were out of balance. They were hard. You could feel every road, and these ones are not that. So overall, I'm happy with that. I don't think it got any faster, but it definitely didn't get any slower. We got big 20s on it. We can't be worried about it too much, and we won't have to be here in the near future with the twin turbos on it. I will show you one thing over here. We just got our adapter from Pro Touring Store for our 10 or 80. So this guy right here is our adapter, so that we put this on the side of the transmission, and we have 8AN lines coming out the sides so that we can make our own badass transmission cooler setup. You can see it's got the double O-rings similar to factory, so I'm pretty excited for that. We also have a little nipple on the side in case we wanted to do a temperature sensor right there that comes with it. So huge thanks to Dale over at Pro Touring Store. We've got a little t-shirt in here and a cool keychain, so that's awesome. I like this sticker. Speed up for curves. Not in the truck right now, but once we get lowered down. So shout out to Dale from Pro Touring Store. This will be an upcoming video, so you guys can look forward to that. Picked up one of these used end gauges from Marketplace so that we can keep an eye on like coolant temp, intake air temp, octane adjustment, knock, retard, air fuel, and our alcohol percentage. Got the wire ran down the door there, and that'll come in quite a bit more handy when we have the twin turbos on the truck. But for now, we can keep an eye on our ethanol percentage without having to pull up the computer. Alrighty, so let's go over the black GMC and talk about it a little bit. So I have officially paid for my T6 turbo kit from Huron Speed. So if you guys haven't caught that video, the black GMC is going T6 this year. We ran into so many restrictions and boost creep issues at the end of last year when we really started turning that truck up. The T4 kits are great for someone who wants to make 500-600 horsepower. And we well exceeded that, and our engine is built to well exceed that. So we're going to put a T6 kit on it. I did do the Huron Speed group buy, so I paid for it about 3 or 4 weeks ago. So we're probably about 3 or 4 weeks away from getting it. I'm just gonna pull the trigger on my turbocharger. I think I'm gonna go S488 with a 96 millimeter turbine wheel on the backside. And so we can look forward to some of that stuff coming here in about a month. In between now and when we tear down the black GMC, we are going to get the twin turbo kit put on the regular cab F150. That is going to fill the lull between now and when we can tear down the black GMC. The one thing, yeah, sure, I could tear it down now, but then it's just going to sit until we get our parts back. Some of the things that we're also going to address while we have the turbo kit off is we are going to do a compression test and just make sure everything's happy on the engine. I've mentioned that it's going on a drag and drive. We're going on 6 summer with it. And I just want to make sure that we do a compression test. Just make sure that everything is kind of looking good. If we find any issues with that, then we will address that with my engine builder and hopefully get that alleviated before the season officially starts. I'm gonna look ahead here pretty soon and see when our first Thursday Night Street Drags is at Madison Speedway, because of course you know both the white regular cab F-150. I keep saying white F-150, but I got the crew cab too. So the regular cab F-150 and the all-wheel drive GMC, the black GMC, is going to go to Thursday Night Street Drags, which I can't drive both of them. So I don't know who we're going to put in which one. Probably put someone in the regular cab F-150, just because the black GMC is a handful and I trust myself to drive it and I trust myself to wreck it. And if someone else did either of those, well, really just the second one, if someone else ended up throwing it into a wall or something like that, I wouldn't be upset at them. I would be more upset at myself because I wasn't in there, you know, in that seat. So anyways, long story short, we're about 4 weeks, about a month away from black GMC content. And in between now and black GMC content, all my Ford fans are going to be loving it, because we're going to be pulling the cab on the regular cab F-150 and putting the twin turbos on it. And overall, the truck is looking really clean the way that it's sitting. And we do need to pull probably just a little bit out of the back to get it sitting level, but it doesn't look too bad. One thing that I'm going to do to finish out the video, I love this stuff. I just picked up some of this stuff and we're going to take care of the windows on this thing, because I have not done any water repellent on it. It doesn't get driven in the rain a whole lot, but it's real nice for this stuff. Makes bugs not stick, and we are slowly coming out of winter and coming into bug season, so this will be really nice to have on there. So we're going to get that done in this video. Out here, my first step for everything is grab a little bit of detail spray. Can be literally anything, or soapy water. We clay the windshield first, so you can see we've gotten a little bit of crap out of this, and get all the contaminants off of the windshield. Over here we got a hazy window. You can see we got the stuff spread on there already. I just use an old microfiber towel, and I have a little bit of material or product still in this, and you can see it's still streaking. So I let it dry for 10 minutes or so, and then I go over it one more time with the wet towel, because it seems to break up the dried product a lot better if you run over it one more time before you take it off. So we're just doing a cross hatch here, and then we're going to buff it off. Look at that. Alrighty guys, hopefully you enjoyed the midweek update with the F-150 and talking about the GMC. So overall, I don't think the wheels and tires made a big difference. I do have a pretty fun video coming out next week about tuning this truck and taking it from a 6.3 second 0 to 60 down to what you saw today. So that'll be coming out next week. I appreciate you guys stopping in for this episode. And if you're waiting for GMC content, just know you are very close to getting content out. We're a couple weeks out. So I appreciate you guys watching. Till I see you next time. Peace.